Hi, I'm Chris Gourdine. It's December 14th, and I'm speaking again on Craft House Media. I wanted to continue the conversation we had going on just a few minutes ago, because there was a second topic today that I wanted to speak about, and that was the need to update your skills or to keep them current. People say that, but they don't really pay as much attention like as to why. And I've had some experiences the last several years as a supervisor looking at people's resumes, people who are applying for positions with places where I was working, and what I noticed, it was very humbling because I know, of course, your own background, I know my own resume and what I've done and certain certifications or skills I may have, and then I would see people's resumes, 25 people or 40 resumes, look through them, and you can see various skill sets and things that people have, and they may or may not be attractive on paper. But from that experience, I had a very sober look at my own resume, and I realized there were some good things in my own resume, but there are some areas too where it could be stronger, and so that inspired me and motivated me to dust off my own skills. And I've had similar, and that's been an ongoing experience for me. There's a book I read recently by Thomas Friedman called Thank You for Being Late. And in the first one-third to half of the book, he talks about the pace of change in the world. Where he got the title of the book from was he was so busy in his life with multiple balls that he's juggling and dealing with that he was waiting for a friend of his that was going to meet him in some public space for a meeting. The person was about 40 minutes late. And what happened was that in the intervening time, he sat there and went through a bunch of emails and got caught up on some other things that he needed to tend to, but just didn't have the time to take care of. But he told his friend, when the friend showed up and he was late, he said, "Thank you for being late, because it allowed me the space to kind of catch up on some other things." So that was the title of the book. But in the book that Thomas Friedman he put together, he talks about the rate of change of the world and how things are moving so fast that societies, governments, people cannot keep up. So what that led me to see, and I see it like back to my first thing I was talking about, which was resumes, is that people don't keep up. And I think it's important that every year of our lives, if you're a professional person, there should be something that you're learning, something, it could be a certification, or it could be just things that you're reading. There's a stream of things that's change that's going on, whether you're talking about nanotechnology, machine learning, artificial intelligence, self-driving cars, issues of diversity in the workplace. These things are constantly happening, they're unfolding, and they're changing the world around us. And the question for yourself is, how is your field changing? How is your profession changing? What are the skills and competencies that are going to be needed that are going to keep you in demand and attractive as a potential employee? So I believe when it comes down to it, is if you understand the big picture and how much things are changing, it'll inspire you and motivate you that you'll want to keep up, because a lot of it's frankly very exciting and you want to be part of that, and taking the time, and one of the most valuable things you have is time, and if you can take advantage and be purposeful about it and plan for the upcoming year, then that is something to definitely take advantage of.